Ellie and Dina are just obnoxious people. Not only are they obnoxious, they're liabilities to Jackson, and Jackson has leadership problems on top of it. It is a disaster zone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first off, they're tardy to a patrol meeting.
Okay, we're 5 minutes behind because of one or two of you.
Like, be on time. This isn't a joke.
I mean, so they don't have a military, but this is effectively the military. And so they're like, show up on this time. We're going to go on patrol. We're going to make sure the area around our compound is safe. And then they're just showing up whenever they feel like it.
Right.
Show up on time.
The solution for Jesse is to say, hey, you guys are late. You're not going today. See you tomorrow.
You're not going.
Right?
Yep.
Just a quick punishment for being tardy. They'll be on time tomorrow.
Why do they feel so high and mighty that they can show up whenever they want, make everyone else wait? What is that?
It gets worse.
Understood?
You know you're only like 4 years older than us, right?
Just say understood.
Understood.
Thank you.
What's the problem? What's the problem with being 4 years older?
Right. If he's like 22 and she's 18 or whatever, she's 19, he's 23.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're a little bit close in age, but like that happens all the time. He has 4 years experience over her. That's a significant chunk of experience.
I mean, isn't that what happens in the military? You get like a corporal who's older and more experienced than a private. Corporal's in charge of the private.
Right.
Isn't that normal?
From my perspective as an older person, like, oh, they look like they're the same age. But from their perspective, they're actually quite different in age. This is ridiculous.
And I remember when I first was a graduate student, I was the teaching assistant for undergraduates, but I was an undergraduate like 3 months earlier. but I was older. I was older and more experienced, and I was teaching the younger people what I knew. This is normal. So, why does Ellie think it's not normal?
Right. It's normal, and there's no reason to disrespect Jesse, who has now been assigned command. Like, what the hell is this?
And in front of people. Like, it wasn't like she pulled them aside and was like, hey, I don't like the way you talk to me. You're only a few years older. Like, she did it in front of people. What are you doing?
Right. What are you doing? It gets worse. They disrespect and disobey Kat.
Your patrol leader is Kat, so you will follow her orders.
Sure.
Let's go.
Okay. Wait. We should go back and report it.
Recon, Kat. Let's fucking recon.
Wait, guys. Hey, come on, guys.
Okay. So I think
That's
Kat
insubordination.
Kat doesn't really have leadership material written all over her. She's like, come on, guys. Come on. Let's go. Stop. Okay. But Jesse assigned Kat as commander.
Yep.
Kat says, we need to stop. Stop. Like, what's the discussion? What's this disobeying? You're off patrol. Like, they're absolutely, well, what is this?
I mean, okay. So I see what you're saying, that she doesn't have that command aura, where that like confidence and authoritative tone, and people want to follow behind her. I'm not in the military, nor have I ever been. I want my commander to make smart decisions. I'm less concerned about his charisma. I am more concerned about him getting me killed. Right. Like, I don't need a motivational speaker. I need someone who is designated by command structure. Like, this person is, we want them to be in charge of your mission because we trust their judgment. The command structure thinks that Kat is going to get me there, get me back, find the intel, whatever I need. So fine, I'll listen.
Right. These two guys, they have no problem with command. They just follow Kat's orders. Like, what's the problem?
Not a problem.
Kat's
the most experienced out of all of them.
Yeah. These two guys are going to be so mad at them. They're going to be like, they're getting me in trouble. They're not following Kat. What is this?
Not just getting me in trouble. If Dina and Ellie are bouncing around on the horses and shouting over their shoulders, what if there are either people listening, targeting us with rifles, or if there's zombies behind these cars or in the bushes and the trees, and they're making lots of noise in this environment where we want to be stealthy. We want to be stealthy. We want to be secret. We want to be quiet. And then these two young hotshots are just shouting. Not only get me in trouble, they can get me killed. Like, I just don't want to go with them anymore.
Right.
I'll do my job. I'll go on patrols, just not with these two.
Right. So these three, it might not even come from command. Command doesn't see the problems. These three are like, I am not going on patrol.
I'm not going
with them. Nope, not doing it. I refuse.
Yeah, right. That's what they're asking.
Gets worse. More disrespecting Kat.
Hi. Oh, hi there. Here comes fun.
Hi.
Oh my god.
It's fun.
Happy?
It is fun though.
Hey, can we go back now, please?
Yeah, we will. Promise. We're just gonna listen quick, see if any are in there. Which is definitely recon.
Just disrespect and disobeying. Like, to go get into trouble? Like, I mean, not trouble in like social trouble. I mean, like literal life and death trouble.
Yep.
Like, not only are they obnoxious to Kat and to Jesse and to the other two guys who don't really say much, totally obnoxious to them, they're actual dangers to everybody.
Agreed.
And in the last part, they directly disobey Jesse. I mean, directly. He says, don't do it. They do it.
If you see 1 or 2 runners, that's fine. Clear them out. Anything more, anything worse, come on back and we send out a squad.
So he said, if you see 1 or 2 runners, you can take them out. She sees a clicker. You're supposed to walk away.
Goes into the building.
Goes into the building. And then an unforeseen thing happens. The floor gives way. It's actually not that unforeseen. It's the apocalypse. Like,
Yep.
things
Stuff's
rot.
rotting. Yep.
So then they get themselves into trouble.
Ridiculous.
Their liability.
This is related to the clip that I got. Can we look at that?
Yep. You talking about this one?
This one. These two women are asking for a fast track to the kitchen duty. Look what they do. Look what they do.
Let's go.
Just taking off.
Okay. Wait. We should go back and report it.
Well, recon, Cat. Let's fucking recon.
They're so gung ho. They're so gung ho that they're ignoring orders from their superior officer.
Yep.
If they really like what they're doing out there, like being recon, then follow the rules. Because if they're doing their thing and it worked out, they got home, but they almost died. And even if even if they didn't almost die, Kat goes back to base and and she says, "I don't want to work with these people anymore. They're dangerous. They're dangerous. They're putting the entire team at risk. So it could have been all 5 of us died, or they could have barely made it back to the base and they brought back a horde back to Jackson, Wyoming, and then the entire civilization falls apart." Ellie and Dean are asking to be put on kitchen duty. Because what would I do if I was Kat? I say I can't work with these people. They don't follow orders. I need them to at least grow up 5 years, 10 years. Otherwise, they're a risk to everyone.
Right.
So just keep them at home. Just keep them at base. Latrine duty or something. Some type of job that still contributes to the overall society, but also doesn't put people at risk. That's what they're asking for.
It's totally what they're asking for. They're acting like children. Like not like children like, oh, they're 18, 19, they're like children. No, I mean like literal like 10-year-olds children who have no idea what's going on. They should not even be anywhere near this patrol.
Imagine you're a Navy SEAL and you got to do this, like swim through the water at night and be super stealthy, super quiet. Otherwise, we'll wake up the enemies, which is analogous to this because you got to be super sneaky, super quiet. Otherwise, you'll wake up the zombies. And then you get this young kid in there. He's like, "Let's get in there. Let's go. Let's go." And you're like, "Hey, man, you're going to get us all killed. I'll finish this mission with you so I can finish our mission, but then never again am I working with you."
Right. Like literally will refuse to go with that person.
Yeah. Because it's not only is it a risk to our lives, it's a risk to the overall mission. Mm-hmm. This person gets us killed, gets us all exposed. We lose our assets, our 5 people here. Maybe they run back home and they drag home with them a bunch of zombies. Like, now everyone's at risk. We have these rules to be careful, to be secret, to be sneaky, for the safety of everyone. Yeah. And these two just don't care.
So these two are just they're not built for, patrols or whatever the pseudo-military police force is.
Okay, the nasty part of this...
Yeah, go ahead.
The nasty part of this is it doesn't feel like they live in a zombie world.
That's right.
Like, they should know. They should know how serious it is. They could die from zombies.
Right. The zombies are a serious threat. Other people are a serious threat. There's threats everywhere. There's no military. There's no police. There's no government. The only government they have is the Jackson City Council, which can't really extend its power outside the bounds of the city. So there's no security out here. Yep. You die. So where's the fear? Where's the discipline? Where's the other people being like, "Hey, can't do this. This isn't high school."
They don't even have high schools anymore.
They might have schools.